Hey goal getters, welcome back to The Mental Perspective. My name is Jenna Weinstein, your mental strength and wellness coach and owner of Ripple Effect Performance. And I gotta tell you all, I am on such a high right now. I just got back from an amazing conference hosted by the Society of Neurosports, where I learned all about different elements of neuroscience, sports science, and I wanna share with you my top 3 takeaways from this conference for how we can get better in our everyday performances. Let's get after it. So there are a lot of things that I took away from this weekend, but for the sake of keeping it simple and helping us make small changes in our everyday actions to help us live a happier and healthier life, I'm just gonna share with you the top 3 takeaways that I had from this weekend that we can apply today to our lives so that we can start making changes right now. So the first takeaway that I have came from the very first talk of the weekend, which was done by Dr. Wendy Suzuki. And she is a neuroscientist. How cool is that? She's a neuroscientist, and her research is actually on exercise and the brain. How does exercise affect how we think, how we feel, how we act? And her biggest research finding is that it doesn't take much to make big changes in our brain. Our brain is going to respond very quickly to minimal and low effort exercise. Meaning, if you just get up and walk for 10 minutes a day, your brain is going to start being affected in a positive way. Your mood is going to be shifted in a more positive way. You're going to have more energy and you're going to have more body positivity about yourself. So how cool is that? Just 10 minutes a day of movement and exercise can start to impact your brain in a positive way. And I also have to make a plug. Wendy Suzuki was one of my favorite talks, and I was looking forward to seeing her the most this weekend because Fangirl Moment. I read her book a little over a year ago, Healthy Brain, Happy Life, and completely changed how I approach exercise and what I think about exercise in terms of our brain health. So if this is a book that you have not read yet, I recommend you go do that right now, or not right now, after this video. Do that, buy the book, read it. I just really like the book. And another thing that you all might not know is I know that small bouts of exercise can make a really big difference in our lives. And that's why on my social media, in my Facebook community, and on my Instagram, I post daily bodyweight workouts that we can do to help us achieve some of those positive health effects, not just for our bodies, but for our minds. So there's your first tip from the weekend. Move for at least 10 minutes a day, and your brain will start feeling better. Second tip that I took away from this weekend is breathe. Now, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but this talk came from a woman named Katie Dabrowski, who is a doctor in physical therapy. And she did a talk all about the importance of breathing, and not just any breathing, but diaphragmatic breathing, which means that typically we tend to over-rely on the upper part of our chest to do the breathing for us. And what this can lead to is we're using muscles improperly. So she also made a plug saying that we take anywhere upwards of 20,000 breaths a day. My mind was blown just from that fact. 20,000 breaths a day. I didn't even know that could be possible. I never thought about how often I breathe throughout the day, but once she put a number on it, I thought, wow, that's a lot of reps. And how often am I truly being deliberate with engaging my diaphragm to get a more full breath every time I breathe? And the thing that Dr. Dabrowski mentioned in her talk was that if we're not being efficient in our breathing, it's going to impact us in our performances. So if we're not able to breathe with our diaphragm when we're in a relaxed, comfortable state, when we're in a more stressed state, or when we're performing or working out, we're definitely not going to be more efficient in our breathing then either. So the tip that I took away from Katie Dabrowski's talk is be more deliberate about engaging your diaphragm when you're in a more calm and rested state to strengthen that muscle so that you're taking in more quality breaths throughout your day. Because 20,000 breaths a day, that's a lot of opportunities to practice our breathing, as Katie Dabrowski said. So tip number 2, breathe with purpose as often as you can. And the third and final tip that I took away from this weekend came from Dr. Jennifer Goldschmidt, who is a clinical psychologist, and her talk was on sleep and the importance of sleep and the effect of sleep on our mood and our emotions. And I already know, and I've done videos, so if you haven't seen some of my videos before on the importance of sleep, You can check them out in the link up above, and I'll post a link down below in the description. But Dr. Goldschmidt talked about the importance of sleep and our affect, our mood. She mentioned that if we're not getting enough sleep, we're more likely to be angry, frustrated, and irritable throughout the day. And it doesn't mean that we have to be in a very big deficit of sleep. It can be something as minimal of we got 6 hours of sleep instead of 7 or 8 hours of sleep. And she made a really clear statement that the way to know that you didn't get enough sleep is if you wake up in the morning and you're feeling really tired and groggy throughout the day, you probably didn't get enough sleep. It's that simple. If you're feeling tired throughout the day, you probably didn't get enough quality sleep the night before. So a really interesting thing that we could start doing more in our everyday lives is being more deliberate with getting quality sleep throughout the day. Not throughout the day, getting more quality sleep when we go to sleep at night. And that way throughout the day, we're gonna be in a better mood, we're gonna have better interactions with people, and we're gonna perform better in our work and in our training. So if you are one of those people who doesn't get enough sleep at night or tosses and turns too much at night, make an effort to get more quality sleep. And the way you can learn how to get more quality sleep, like I said, check out my video on sleep and how we can improve our sleep quality. Again, that link is gonna be down in the description below. So, more quality sleep, that's the major takeaway from Dr. Goldschmidt. And how cool is it that these takeaways and these lessons that we're learning right now are coming from women who are at the top of their fields? So, female empowerment? I think so. Women helping women? I think so. So if you're feeling really inspired and motivated by these 3 takeaways as much as I am, let's get it going. Let's get these habits working in our daily life right now. Just start moving a little bit more like Dr. Suzuki says. Remember, as little as 10 minutes a day. Let's be more deliberate with how we breathe, as Katie Dabrowski says, and let's be more deliberate with how much quality sleep we're getting each night, like Dr. Goldschmidt said. So if you took something away from this video, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. And even if you kind of knew some of this information, give this video a thumbs up anyway, because you know you like me. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and do that right now. Hit the subscribe button down below as well. And be sure to join my Facebook community as well. I'm posting things in there daily about how we can move better, think better, and perform better. So join my Facebook community, follow me on Instagram so that you could get this knowledge at your fingertips every day. And remember, folks, I'm here to bring you strategies and techniques that will help you strengthen your mindset, which will lead to you achieving more goals, lead to being more successful in life. Because that's what the ripple effect is, folks. So let's start your ripple effect today.